We saw About Time.
About Time? About Time. I don't know. How do you say it?
About Time. Love, actually. I don't know.
It's about time. It's about time.
It was about time it ended. First of all, I mean, it is long. It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something.
For a rom-com.
Or like a romance or like a whatever. Either way, the genre that it's in shouldn't be that long. What's even more frustrating is part of the reason that it is that long is because they repeat the same scene like 3 times with like slight variations.
Tim, will you do my back?
Stop! Oh no! Okay, stop.
Tim, will you do my back? Oh, nice.
It's my area.
Right.
So you're just like, oh, okay, this again. Oh, okay, this again. But like now he's doing this.
I had so many problems with this movie. The time travel didn't make sense.
They take the time to talk about how like, oh, well, if you have a kid, then you can't go back beyond the kid.
Wait, yeah, don't get me started.
What?
So so this is the deal. They can time travel, but once they have a child, if they try and time travel previous to that child, it'll be a different kid because, like the dad says, you can't guarantee it'll be exactly the same sperm.
Right.
So is this a giant when does life begin conception theory? What?
Well, and that's okay, and that's what was so frustrating for me is because they have that conversation. Then, so his dad dies, and then they're like, well, let's have another kid. And he's like, well, that means that I'm never going to go back and visit my dad because, the kid will be after the dad was dead.
Yeah, so he time travels, and then he comes home and he has a different child. A, horrifying.
Yes.
B, I thought he was just going to be like, okay, well, still my kid.
Well, maybe.
What happened to so then what happened to the other kid?
Yeah, well, but then also what was really weird, and I don't know if you noticed this,
what?
You might have, was that when they then have another kid, and so like at the end yes, it was like the same kid. I'm like, wait, so this is the kid that was replacing. Yeah, you're like, no, I want to go back and have my actual daughter that I had already raised for 6 months or whatever.
It opened a whole can of worms.
It was.
She's 9 months pregnant.
Yeah, she's like about to pop it out, and he goes, okay, I'm going to go back because this is my last shot.
Visit with my dad. So does that mean, since he hasn't met the kid yet, he doesn't give a shit?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
It has to. That or they're just like, it's science, but whatever, we don't care.
They didn't want to get into it.
Okay, well, let's change, we'll shift a little bit.
To
her clothes.
Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, Rachel McAdams' character in this movie was so
dislikable, unlikable.
Insane. I don't even know.
She was like she was just like all over the place.
I have some bad news. My parents, they're visiting.
When?
Now.
Do I live here?
Oh, definitely not. Tim actually, lives here.
And she's wearing like frumpy sweaters and mom jeans.
I literally thought she was pregnant at one point.
I just didn't know, like macrame sleeves. I guess they were trying to like ugg her up. Kind of?
Well, they were like, she was supposed to be insecure.
She's so insecure.
But she's so beautiful.
You're pretty.
Oh, no, it's just, I've got a lot of mascara and lipstick on.
Let's have a look. Oh, yes.
Oh, she hates the theater. She hates it. Just blanketly hates the theater. But loves Kate Moss.
Like really loves Kate Moss.
They have 2 to 3 minute conversations about Kate Moss.
Over and over again.
She's more than she looks. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. It seemed like it was supposed to be like, I love Rembrandt. I love art. Let's talk about art. But instead they were talking about
Kate Moss.
Kate Moss.
Let's talk about Kate Moss. And if someone said that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What? I just met you, you stranger.
I can't
and instead she's like, she's like,
they talked about Kate Moss for like 2 minutes. I'm waxing intellectual.
But it's not just 2 minutes, it's like 2 minutes.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand. I'm still so confused.
It's like 2 minutes twice.
I She gives a monologue about what she thinks about Kate Moss. He then memorizes it, goes back in time, and says it back to her. The full monologue. Oh, this movie. Try and guess who was supposed to be cast instead of Rachel McAdams. Who's just as adorable with things.
I don't know. I'm gonna be like Amanda Seyfried or something.
No! No. Zoe Deschanel.
Oh, yikes. Oh my god, could you imagine that movie?
Oh my god, it would have been so much worse!
My name is Tim, and this is the year that would change my life forever.
But the men in the family can travel in time.
This is such a weird joke.
It's not a joke. You go into a dark place, think of the moment you're going to, and you'll find yourself there.
For me, it was always going to be all about love.
I love your eyes. I love the rest of your face too. I haven't even looked further down, but I'm sure it's all fantastic. Will you marry me?
I never know what the future holds, just like everyone else.
No more time travel, Rachel McAdams.
Yeah. Rachel McAdams. No more time travel.
Stop it.
Stop.
Do something else.
Yeah,
Go be awesome again.
What if she did like an action-y type movie? Do you think she could pull it off?
I think she could pull off a lot of things. She needs to
She's
stop
a
doing
good
these
actress.
Terrible movies.
I know. Maybe she could replace Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Just like literally replace Scarlett Johansson in all of the movies she's set to do.
I'm down for that.
Right?
There were so many scenes that could have literally been cut from the movie
Oh yeah.
that I just was so confused. There's a 5-minute scene where she changes outfits.
That's exactly the scene that I was thinking of.
Horrible outfits.
Horrible
Horrible outfits.
And it's literally like 5 minutes long. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? Several times throughout the entire movie, I just found myself going, what is going on in this movie? I was saying that to myself, but not nearly as much in that scene as another delightful gem.
Oh.
The wedding scene.
Oh my god. Can someone explain
If
to
we
me?
can call it a wedding.
It's not.
I don't I like don't even understand.
She's pregnant, so is that why she's wearing a red dress?
Because
That's
they're like
kind of fucked up because her parents were so conservative.
right.
It was so weird.
It
I
was.
don't understand.
And it just like happened all of a sudden. And then it's like they walk down the aisle and get married, and then
Montage.
literally it's like this
Oh.
storm from like a freaking Twister.
No one acts human in this movie.
No.
They're all weirdos. They're all like weird weirdos.
The sister is such a weirdo.
Everyone in the movie's a weirdo. The mom's a weirdo. Like I just didn't understand, but not in a quirky like, oh, we're in a Steve Carell family movie weirdos. They're just weirdos.
Or even not even quirky is like a Wes Anderson movie.
No.
It was just like weird.
I swear there's a really good movie in there somewhere. Because there were moments that were funny and cute.
Yeah. The writing was the weakest link.
Which is so weird because Richard Curtis directed and wrote it, and I love him. He helped write Bridget Jones, he did Notting Hill,
Yeah.
he did Love Actually, he did
Love.
4 Weddings and a Funeral. I'm like, what happened? What's going on? There was a big pet peeve of mine in this movie where someone says something awkward, and instead of normal people who would sort of brush over it or say, haha, yeah, you know, we all say awkward things sometimes, they would like fly off the handle and be like very upset with him.
Yes.
She's like, he goes, your name's Mary. My mom's name is Mary.
I'm Mary.
Mary's my mother's name.
I remind you of your mother?
I remind you of your mother? That's the right response?
No, I'd be like, oh, funny.
Oh, that's nice. Do you like your mom? That's lovely. What?
Really?
What? They didn't seem to have much chemistry.
They did not. I liked him a lot, though.
I really liked him, and he kind of seemed like he was in the right movie that
Yes.
I wanted to see. And
Yes.
everybody else was in a
a different
wackadoo,
movie.
weird, bizarre
Except
movie.
for maybe Bill, because he...
Oh, Bill Nye is the best part of it. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I just want to watch
He's just
this.
so funny, and like
He's
he was
so
like,
funny.
yeah,
He
was
had the
good.
right tone.
Yes.
Richard Curtis takes time travel and makes it an allegory for, like, live each day to the fullest.
Yeah.
But it's, like, why? Why? Who cares? Why? What? Who cares?
I mean, yeah.
I just thought...
And that was the problem, was that it was not a love story.
Well, because
Really.
he didn't like her.
Well, one, she was weird, and it was an awkward relationship. But two, he was telling his story not about his love, but
No.
about like how to find happiness through time travel, and
Ugh.
ultimately that it's just to live every day like it was the last one that and the only way you could do it. And it's like, well, sure,
Ugh.
buddy, that's how real life works. But
It was weird.
so then you have that element, but the time travel doesn't really provide anything to the
Halfway
story.
through the movie, I was like, this movie didn't need to have time travel in it.
No.
Had he been, because it felt like, okay, she was clearly the flawed one because she's a horrible harpy bitch
Mm-hmm.
for no reason.
No reason.
And he's this like perfectly genteel, lovely person. So it would have made more sense if he was the flawed one. He, abused his time travel, but gradually learned that he didn't have to do that because
Right.
he loved her so much. But that's
Right.
not what happened.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I would say overall, a 6.
It was pretty unbearable. I really thoroughly disliked it.
I mean, I wouldn't see it again.
I like-
so maybe a 5.5.
I chuckled at parts.
Yeah.